All right. Ugh. What are we doing today? Let me turn this down in my head. The music's not too loud. Seems loud. Down a little bit. All right. Today we are gonna be working on some new stuff. I'm gonna be doing what I haven't done in a while, which is I've been meaning to literally forever I've been meaning to change the not change I've been meaning to the heck, sorry, I'm trying to figure out this website. Not loading for some reason. There we go. Okay. I've been trying to, so I have a tutorial on, well, not a tutorial. Yeah, we'll call this one a tutorial, okay? On YouTube, one of the videos that I did a while back, was on the, common input, like CommonUI stuff. When it was in like the main build of the launcher and not out yet, like I had went over like, hey, this is how you set it up. We can literally just find it. I think I have 2 different videos on it. Like the common action stuff. And I meant to this entire time actually come in here and set up more stuff, because they changed how certain things work, like styles and like the actual other there's some other stuff set up in here now that just is a lot cleaner than when I did this. I did this a year ago, whatever, give or take, we'll say. I need to figure out a better way to record. What quality is this on? This is on the good quality? Like, that looks gross. I need to record better. All right. But yeah, so I made like a simple thing. I never actually released this because I had broken it. And I had promised I'd release something. But it's also updated since then. Like I did this one as well. That shows a little bit more of how to set it up. And then like how to set up the actual CommonUI stuff in it. Like the forward, all of this stuff. Right, so like this is when I switch to in-game to a controller, this button's popping up. And like my point was here, like I kind of rushed it and then I never released it. Was the thing. And my plan was to make like a in-game menu. And then have an actual template that someone could just download. As well. So that is our goal, is to hopefully get that set up, right? Double check. Sorry, I'm running a little late doing this too. I'm like, I meant to do this earlier. Okay, cool. I think everything's good the way it's supposed to be. So let's check this out. Let's go. It should be under. So there's 2 different systems now, obviously. Well, not obviously, but the editor now has 2 different systems. There's the enhanced input, which is what I hope to also add. That functionality to this is the enhanced input, which was added after I made my stuff. There's like a halfway done, like player remapping stuff that's built in. And that's what had delayed me. All right, that's enhanced. I'm trying to remember. It is in here that I want to go. Editor settings, right? Not project settings. And then we're gonna go to, I'm gonna say globe. I just can look for it. It's literally viewport. What we need to find. Right. It's not in there. Okay, cool. It isn't project. Viewport. There we go. General settings, and here is what I was looking for. So one thing you do need. Interesting. Do we not need to change this anymore? Or no, this is a different viewport. Oh god, I'm gonna have to watch my own tutorial on how to do this. No, yeah, I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it's in here. It's in here, and then we go to viewports, not viewports. I know what we're doing. No, that's funny. No, it should be in here somewhere. It's I believe it's under general still. And by that I mean obviously it's not under general. It's under. My god, I'm gonna have to. Let's watch my own. Gotta go back to my own tutorial on this. No, I could have sworn it's viewport. This is me not wanting. This is me wanting to do this and then not Googling it beforehand. When I could have just looked it up, had the process, had the docs open. I mean, it's obviously been near a year since I did it. This is literally the only part I have to remember. And it's literally because I changed it once and then from there it's just changed. So that is funny. Because of course that's what I forget. I'm gonna have to look up the docs. Oh, wait. Do I even have that enabled? Hold on. Do I have to enable it? I forget. I do. I gotta enable it. Okay, so CommonUI plugin. And then restart. That's step one. That probably might be why. Yeah, now we got common input settings. Oh. There we go. Because we have to. It changes how like viewport routing works. For input. Basically, CommonUI uses input routing, and it makes it where only the topmost, like the last pushed, the last thing pushed to the screen gets the input. Yeah, so boop 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 boop. So with CommonUI, we end up having to use the let's make a folder. This folder is going to be called widgets, and then we're gonna just have a in here have a common activatable widget. The common activatable widget will be our new like common widget type. Main widget, right? So it's just gonna sit on top of everything, and then say we want something. So like here, let's go to our character, third person blueprint. All right, so on begin play, I'm also going to add widget. Wait, widget. Green. And then everything after this is going to be pushing. Right, so I like the idea of so like because this is an activatable widget, we now have these events, which is push. Wait, is it not push? Yeah, activate widget. Activate widget. Okay. I thought there was a push something. The screen, maybe they renamed it. Or maybe it's under a different type. That confusing. Nope. Find widget. Find parent widget of type. And then yeah, I thought we could also do so this adds more events to it. Maybe you have to have a widget stack. No. You should, like, that's what this is for. But how's it going for? At least let me look here. I guess. Oh, god dang it! I'm gonna have to open this to look at my actual like widget work. Let's see. I know this has to be recompiled to open. Hopefully it doesn't have to. I think the engine. If it's just a little bit, we'll recompile it. If it's not, then we'll try about it. All right, let's see. I mean, I also could open the you know, the what's called to it. Asian folder binding. Yeah, so it should be that. It should be maybe I think I called my thing push and pop. Is what it could be. I don't know. Common activatable widget container base. Yeah. That's for something else. And I believe it says not to use that one in the editor. If I remember right. If we go common. Oh. Like this one. Or no, not that one, sorry. Like this one itself. They used that in the live stream thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's probably for like an actual. So that's like in the stack itself if you're wanting to activate, deactivate. Where in here, the activatable widget is so that you can have it where the entire widget turns on and off. Right? So like I just was misremembering. Apparently it could have been that they also renamed the nodes. Yeah, so what they were doing was this, right? So they were doing that in a so that's for the actual, like, if you're doing so that's one widget, right? So what they did was they did like that's like the old like carousel, right? I think is there one called stack? Because I was gonna say I know there's switcher. And that's more what that sounds like, is like the. Now, granted, the freaking you can use visibility switcher or the normal. They have an animated switcher basically, but they don't really add too much functionality. But I know they had this where like those are the widget containers, like the actual parent class for the widget. Because there's no I was gonna say it should just be activatable widget. Because there's like I think that's what their name was for it. Because that's all that is. I was thinking by stack you meant like the switcher. But that's what this is, right? Like you just name it, and then all you do is you register and deregister it. I just couldn't remember the name, so I'm thinking compared to when I used it versus now, it just got renamed. So like all we do is the same thing, is we just call it this, and then we also can we can assign it to menu or game in like this. I don't know. I don't think I watched the live stream that they did, but or fully. I think I was there. But no, I'm not sure exactly what they were working on. Is what I'm saying. I made one activatable widget that had containers in it, and then other menus onto that stack. Yeah, so like inside here. Yeah, so like that's what like a common stackable or common switcher would do, right? Is like you set up your widget, let's say a button and another button, change the color, and then you see which one it is based on which one's active. Yeah. But they're just variables they push widgets into. I don't know. I'm not sure then. I'd have to look at it. I'm not trying to set up whatever. I know the way I do it. Oh, that's what we were looking at. Oops. Is this, oh god. Oh. It built. I was gonna say, we can look at... So, like, what I do is, like, I have a menu stack that I made. That's just what I call it. So that I can reference this. All it is a blank thing. And that's what I was gonna set up here. Right? So we just set up a blank actual activatable widget. And then all we do inside the blueprint... Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So all we do here is, like, we... for this, all we have to do in activatable widget now, like, you can activate or deactivate a widget, once you add it to a widget. Yeah, I mean, I'll show you an example that's finished. I mean, we did it in the video that I have set up in the past. It's not too crazy of a setup. I think I remember what they did, though. I'm pretty sure they just had, like, 2 that they were switching between. Like, 2 main classes, like, so that they can just handle it. And then they would activate, deactivate based on what mode you're in, basically. If it was the recent one that they did. Because you can set up... There's some awesome stuff you can set up with these. Hey, Mac. Either way, we need to finish actually setting this up while the thing loads. So we project settings, and then we go common input. We're just going to use this data for now, and by that I mean we're going to direct to it. This is just the back handling information. That's... Oh, they added hold data too. Newly created column, use these hold values by default if requires hold is true. Interesting. So that was something I haven't noticed was added. Cool. But yeah, so, like, I'm not... Oh. Hello. There we go. Okay, that one's good. And then from there, it'd be the platform data, which we should be able to set up with this. Boom, boom. I feel like copy and pasting this from my game because I have it. Pretty sure, wasn't it in here too? It's in one of the templates. I don't feel like making these. This is the... In fact, the engine doesn't want me to make one. This is the stupid thing. The... Let's see, can we make it here now? Is it listed under one of these things? I don't think it is. It's a data table. Or at least I believe, I thought it was. I want to just work. Why is the engine gotta make it hard? Yeah, what the hell? That would be okay. We should be able to do this. I believe that is literally just called controller data. Use controller data. Make sure that didn't make it right. Oh, I guess it did. But it makes the struct, I thought. Yeah, we need an actual or no. The right. No, this is right. I mean, it's not right. Because we shouldn't see a full blueprint. what the hell? Whatever. Oh, hold on. I'll wait till my other project's open to fill that out. But we can put the stuff in there. We're gonna want that. But yeah, what are you guys up to? I haven't done this yet, so that's the part that's gonna be fun to implement. I mean, I've done it in that, like, I've set it up, but I haven't actually, like, tried changing inputs of the enhanced input tool to see if it works and, like, we're doing anything like that. All right. That's good. That's all on by default. Here we go. Something we can set up. All right. You're multi-threading things. Not to try to get CommonUI to work with enhanced input. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'll actually do it. Like, for me, I didn't need it. Because it ends up being like my UI stuff shouldn't actually changed. I mean, it shouldn't be. You found documentation on it, is what I say to that. I didn't know they made any yet. Okay. I haven't opened up this project in at least a month. You guys don't get to see what how I've destroyed this project. But yeah, let's see. I can tell you how, like, how the setup I was gonna do is, right? We basically do like exactly like you were saying. So like all my widgets are activatable widgets. They get pushed to the screen, right? When they are done, you can just remove from parent, and it works the same as the other thing. Hold on. I was hoping to get one that. So this is what I was looking for. On activated is in the activated thing. Okay. And then, so like this is what I had. This is what I was looking for. I forgot. There we go. Yeah, push. So push is a thing of my stack, huh? So that's what I call my base. This guy, see? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was like, where's the... Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, that's good, because I was so confused, because I haven't opened any of this up. But I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure... That's why I said I was looking for push widget. I didn't know where it was. No, that's good. I thought, like, maybe I was just going crazy. I was like, maybe they renamed it. I'm pretty sure I just... Because I'm so used to all my things just being the activatable widgets. And we looked for a container base, and it didn't pop up. So that's what I need. Yeah, I need this. So where's my main base? Where did I put that? Thanks for being here. You're like, see? You called me a liar. I'm gonna now hunt you down. It's called menu. Maybe type it in right. Menu base. There we go. That's it, 100%. That is not it. What? All right, hold on. Okay, so the stack... okay, I'm dumb. Yep, it's still... Yep. I got it now. Got it. Okay. Okay. That's why I was like, I know they did, like, they had 2 base classes and stuff. Like, I didn't even watch the thing. Okay, so let's add overlay. Hey, at least I had said in the beginning, remember, I haven't done this in, like, at least a year. Other than that, I've just been adding widgets. All right, so can I actually find this stack? That was my issue, is I couldn't find it. There's stack box. There we go. Oh, it's uncategorized. Those little assholes. See, this is what gets me all the time. Right? Why the hell is there this CommonUI section if nothing's categorized in CommonUI? Well, I know. It's because they moved it to a plugin, so now it's CommonUI plugin. Guess what, though? Someone didn't do their job. All three of these are common freaking widgets. That's why I'm like, dude, you're telling me there's a stack. There's no such thing as a stack. It's not right here under the plugin. Even though I've used it before, there's no such thing. I don't believe it anymore. All right. Main UI stack. They named the variable stack, but I think it's actually a common activatable widget container. Yeah, it's like a... Let's see what the actual... Yeah, it's called common activatable widget stack. Oh yeah, and you were saying container too, and that's what confused me even more. It's okay. Like, honestly, knowing Unreal, there could have been a point version where when you looked at it, it was also called container. It was probably also sorted somewhere else at that time. There we go. These are the settings I've been looking for. Okay. It only takes me... It only took... How long did that take us to figure out the first 2 steps of common widgets? And this is why I haven't done this video. This is why I haven't updated it. Someone can... They'll just be able to watch the whole progress of us figuring this out. Instead of watching my cut up 10-minute video that people complain about. But there we go. No, that's awesome. So this is nice. So you can do root content of the widget. Container is the probably. So that's like if you want to have a root thing that's always auto-generated. So like your player UI, if you always want that on screen after this has been loaded in, it would be there, right? But yeah. There we go. So what I like to do is exactly what we did over here, which is we have this, right? And then very lazy about it, and we make a freaking function. I think there's probably a better way to do that. If we do so that we don't have to have a reference to this, I guess, is what I'm thinking. And I know this actually had an issue. With this. And I'm trying to remember how I solved it. So there was an issue with the stacks with the main game where if I change levels, specifically because changing levels, it was if I changed levels but possessed a different, like, not pawn class, but like if the game mode changes in between, then it would make it where I lost focus. If the game, like, say the game was paused, right? And then we transfer to another level, it would keep that state of this, right? That's why this is all set like this. Because I was loading in, and I was having it where the game would be either paused sometimes, or it would be it was a really weird thing to debug, where like it would randomly, I would see the mouse cursor, or the input would it be? So like, you know, you can have it where you're not selected onto the character, like your mouse is free roaming. It would be like that, where like I could see the mouse cursor, therefore it broke looking around until I clicked. So we should probably copy this, just to fix any bugs. But I wanted to look at this for another reason, which is there's probably a better way to do this than how I have it set up. Because the way I have it set up right now is I have to reference this widget to activate or deactivate anything. Right? So like, which means that if I'm in you know, whatever, like a pickup, for instance, because I decided to do everything through there for some reason, I'm not sure why. I know why, and it's literally so that I know exactly what's on screen. If a widget stacks, then I know for a fact that it will. Okay, this one just gets added to the input. Never mind. There's other ones though that don't, and I don't remember which is what. Because you put a reference to it in your player controller. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Is like well, that's what I have. I'm pretty sure. Is there's a reference to the there's a reference to it in here, or because that's where it gets created, right? As the widget base. But I was gonna say we could probably, in also doing this, have just a global function, like a blueprint function library, to call it, right? So like we would add it to the blueprint function library. I mean, it would still get the player probably to get this widget. Because I was trying to think if there's a better way to get a widget. Get widgets. Like we can get widgets a class. I just wasn't sure if there was a. I like to overthink things. Right. Probably doesn't even matter. It's a little. The times we check it is like non-existent. I just didn't want to, you know, have every single thing referencing it at the end of the day, and then breaking it basically. All right. Basically, just gonna copy paste this over. But maybe should be doing the things in the first place. Yeah. I mean, is that should or shouldn't? I was gonna say, honestly, the player controller probably should do it. So it's not a big deal. Do we have a player controller in here, or is it just the ain't no player controller there, eh? I mean, I think really, it doesn't matter if it's single player. Put stuff wherever the hell you want. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, yeah, that's exactly what happens anyways. Because that doesn't change, but the player could. Yeah, I was just thinking of a way to simplify it in so that I can, because I'm going to release this as a tutorial type thing. Not a, you know, template. If we actually make it well, okay. Common player controller, common. There we go. Like we could technically use the HUD class, but the HUD class is gross. Just like, and it's not really a needed thing to use ever. And we'll call that, we'll rename that to be the same thing. Yo. Right. Okay. And then let's go here. Yeah, I mean the HUD class was it's more made for like multiplayer type stuff. And it was made in a different time, obviously. God damn, dude. I'm downstream elements. Crop out game uses it, yeah. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. Like it's a I don't know how to say it. There's certain things in it. There are stuff in the class. And but that I gotta look at that. I looked at the crop out thing just a little bit. I know it's made for not made for, but they added here, let's do this though, this main widget. They added some fun stuff with that. It just looked like there was so much to it where I was just like, well, I don't really need to know how to do a lot of this stuff, but I gotta take my time sometime and look at what it's doing, you know? Just to see what it's doing. All right, so we're going to set up a style. Oh, do I have to do a common whatever to have a style on it? There we go. That's what I meant to do. So now we do that. Blueprint. New folder. This is just going to be called CommonUI. Common text style. I do gotta say I love text styles and stuff. That's probably one of my favorite features of the CommonUI system. Because like I had it where I know like in the past I've done like Galaxy Rush, I think I had like 2 different fonts in the game. And I had 2 different sizes depending on the menu you were in. Like one was the in-game font, one's the menu font for a certain area. And it was like I kept having to go back to each widget to change the size or do this. Because like if you have different size widgets, like texts, then it has to like it takes up more memory. And stuff, and it was just like anyone that's watched this knows me. I'm very picky, and I'll change things 100 damn times. And like so, I ended up just changing it over and over again, and it's like I'd rather it be like this, where it's universal. And then the nice thing about that too is you can just kind of do a quick swap. So like you can save out a style now and have it where, like for accessibility, whatever, you swap that style on and you say, okay, you want all white text instead? Bam. Like, or even the material stuff. Like, Because that gets tiring when you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's nice. God dang it. What am I looking for? Close that one. Close that one. We're in here. Yeah, so that's just the style. Scrolling enabled. No. Auto collapse empty text. And this is just going to be, yeah. It would be nice if when you have a style on, just collapse these, right? Gray them out, do something. Make it noticeable that you got a style on. Make this green, right? Like the way I had been doing it before they added styles is I just had it where, in the widget, I was like breaking down the slate brush and then just to every text and things assigning that slate brush. That I had like where I had like a global color variable type thing and stuff. Okay, so that's the font style. And then trying to think what else I want here. Oh yeah, we also don't need that. Hello, sir. Replace with child. There we go. Common text. With style. This text uses an assigned style to determine the font size, color as. Boom. Like this is style dark. But yeah, freaking I like it. Same with buttons, dude. Oh my god, the styles add so much to buttons. Where you're just like, okay, I don't have to freaking like. Obviously, you could just use the same class for buttons for all your button types. But then it's just like, okay, when I make a different type of button or something, I would have to do something else, and just like, nah, not anymore. I won. I don't know. Go down. And this is going to use style 2. Boom. And then, yeah, we probably should have like button styles. I don't think what else they added styles for. All right, let's actually name stuff correctly. What was this? Oh, that's the. Yeah, might as well import the ones that are filled out. Okay. So. Unactivatable widget. widget underscore, I don't know, start. Right. An overlay. Evolve. Okay. What? Okay. And then also, yeah. Button. Common. I do have to look at, I have to refer to my other thing on this because I know it's one of them and not the others. So for the button, or else the thing doesn't show up correctly because it's so freaking, such a pain in the butt. Okay, so it should be on the start screen. Pretty sure. Menu, pause, start screen. Here we go. But with text, and it is common button base that you got to use. Okay. And then we have to remember this uses a bind based on the name, and we have to name it input action widget if we want this to show up correctly. That's the input button, right? I totally didn't understand these when it first popped up, and I was just like, I don't know why it's not working. Now I use them. Now that I actually have seen the C++ side of stuff. Makes it nice, because then you can be like, nope, this widget requires this. Okay, cool. Basically gonna do this. Boop. So common button base. I was making sure because I knew there's common action button and then common, and I forgot if like, yeah. All right, so widget underscore common but paste. Let's see how broken this is. Huzzah. Okay, cool. Dial dark. And then we also can, in this itself, have a style. And this is going to be called the common but style. The but. All right. That's why I like about these is that you can set like a minimum width and stuff. That is nice. Which I think obviously you could do pretty like there's ways to do stuff, but it's like I just like it all one place. I don't have to make sure I didn't override something somewhere. You know. Normal hovered. And normal press. Boop. Okay. And normal text style. Oh, that's actually interesting. So you can use a text style on this when hovered versus, so does that automatically listen to it though? How do you set that up? Because by default, obviously, this doesn't just have text. I'm not sure how that works. Probably gonna name something correctly. No, is there there might be like a setting to listen to the parent or something. Hide input action, blah blah blah. I wish this didn't always look white, because I know it's not loaded. But I wish we could just tell it do better. All right. All right. Let's see. Is it here maybe? Last settings. Something I got to learn more about too is the slots. So they did release that. Because it makes stuff a lot easier. For like anything where you're placing the same type of thing somewhere. From what I've seen. So like they did it for the when they released like their material UI material project, they had done like a video or something at the same exact time. The material lab that went over this. Like specifically the it's not one of these, but like it was right around the time of this, where they talked about the slot system, and it was like an RPG type system where like, oh, replace the sword with something else. Ocular and full path tracing glory. How's it going, Circa? We're breaking UI stuff today because I'm making a tutorial for other people. Because I don't like myself, apparently. All right. So now we should add this to there, right? So let's do start. In the start, let's add our butt style. By the way, if you guys don't know, I just can't help it. Everything's called butt. Wait, I've never wrote the full. I've never wrote button in my life. Too many mistakes to be made, so we just shorten it to butt. Vertical box. All right, let's boop boop. All right, so now we got two butts. Let's see if the text changes. So if we... Let's go here. Let's say root content. Let's just say just add that start, right? Boop. Oh, can't control them because we... Cool. Okay, so two things didn't work. First things first. Let's just start the game paused. So let's go main widget. We'll probably remove this though. We'll do this. We'll make it easier. No. There, and then find the widget or find the player, and we're gonna activate something here. So we're gonna get create widget start, and we're going to say activate. Nope. Oh no, it's push. No, shouldn't it be? Oh god, I'm lost again. No, we have to get. God damn it. I know what we have to do because we've done it. So we have to get the set. We gotta go here. 2 different projects. There's my main game and then this. Because I keep forgetting what to do. We need to get the stack first. For whatever reason, the content thing is context. Get stack. Isn't finding it for me. Okay. And then activate. Or push. Push into the stack. Okay, cool. Activatable widget class. Wrong game. That's the answer to that. So stack. Push. Don't mind me. It's just things not working. All right. Yeah, so we don't actually have to create it, right? Cool. That's why I like this in the first place. I forgot. See, we haven't done it in a long time. Okay, and then we are going to say pause. Game. And then from here, I want it to also show mouse cursor. It's true. There we go. Cool. All right, we got text block and text block, and we got a hand over here. Look at that hand. Okay, so it doesn't change anything. Let's see, how would we do this? How would we... So here, I'm trying to see what the, so if I take the style off, I wonder. I'm wondering, sorry, since I'm not saying it out, I'm being terrible at how I speak. I'm trying to figure out this part of the button where the button saying, button style says that I can control text color. So I'm wondering how that works. So I was wondering if I just take away the style on the button itself. But no, that is not the way to do it. Okay, cool. So, fix that. How would we get that then? How would we... There's got to be something in the common but. And we got to name these. I wonder if it's sending it to just standard text. Like... I don't know. Some sort of dumb thing like that where it makes 0 sense whatsoever. I gotta move this over here so I can actually read it. I'm getting old. Now this is just in the front of my screen. This I have to look over at. That's the way I'm positioned at the moment. Good chat. Let's see though. Let's go. Persistent binding, input mode override. Okay, cool. So this is a thing too we gotta remember. That the buttons and stuff have input mode overrides. Yeah, so sound override, file override. Interesting. I mean, I don't mind because it's something I can manually set up, right? So we can have it where on button selected, we kind of do like we already do, which is animate these. I'm not actually sure how that's working at all. Just saying. Because that's changing size, which shouldn't be happening. Let's see. Oh. Also, I need to get shout out stuff on here. I realize like that's what everyone else does. I need to be like, yo, want to see someone get a lobotomy? 100,000 times over. I need to remember that. Go watch Circa. All right. Okay, we need to rename this. This is the button itself. I was thinking like maybe there's already an animation on here, but there's not. One thing I can do though is have it where you should call that triggering input action, so we don't want that on. The style doesn't do anything, right? I'm not sure how this is working. I mean, it's the same color. Let's see if it's doing this color somehow. I mean, I don't even know. How is that happening? How is that getting the text color? Or normal hovered? Oh, you know what? That's part of the setup. Yeah, no. I see it now. Yeah. But then where's this? Oh. Min width is like 50. Is 120. And then, yeah, this part. The whole selected text. The text style to use. Yeah, it's weird. Unless I can maybe use that in the same. Can't. Alright. I don't know. We'll see. I was gonna say button. Action complete. Oh, here. Event on current text styles changed. I mean, we could use that to change the text. Technically. Event on cool. Okay. All right then. So let's do that. And then let's have one of these is going to be like a pop-up. Oh. Damn it. Sorry. 30. Wait, is it backwards? No, that's width. Okay. I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is when we hit this, we'll do something like this where we do a couple different options depending on which one it does what. So this first one, we need to expose the text on this button. Yeah, it's not done by default. Okay. We need to go here. Common text. Set text. Hello? Text? There we go. Nope, wrong one. I do that every time. Text. That text. That. A talk. There we go. Set text. Text. And then we do that in pre-construct. All right. And then this is exposed. We make that a variable. We say the button text. And then we hit instance editable. Oh, sorry, I'm just kind of taking my time with this. I want to make sure it's set up cleaner than normal and stuff, and I'm like trying to like in my head think about everything. All right, so this text here, text has to be set. So this is a place me. That way you know. Like, yo, if you see this, replace it. And then let's rename that common text block underscore button text. Okay. Gotta assign that. Ooh. So now in here, oh, this is going all sorts of crazy. With the, I feel like it's not able to get its okay, cool. That's because of the button text. Okay, so this is gonna be like start. God damn. Okay. Do like a store pop up. And then this one will just be like a leave. Cool. And then edit this again. Wait, no. So we should be able to do this, right? So there, and then this fills each one. Set that to fill, set that to fill. And then how do we got this one looking better? What we got going on here? All right. So this has a min width. available here? It is. Not sure why it's not listening to the style min width. Oh, you know what? It probably is. Hold on. What if we go here? Common button style. Yeah, I was doing the wrong size for that. Let's do 320. And then 64. And then let's actually try doing this where we say, yeah, fix that. Right. Cool. And then get a little bit of a padding in here. Let's just give it a button padding of like 5. Does it instantly does it not listen to any of this? I do button padding 100. Okay. Oh, that messes it up. Obviously. Let's go. Okay. Let's do this. All right. All right, let's see. So I think I actually want to do what I did there, which is let's move that. And then the button style. And then this one's going to be clear. Sorry. So this is going to be the clear one. All this one is on normal alpha 0. Right? So we come in here. We say button clear. And you can see there's a little outline. That's what's actually being cleared away. What is blocking it? If the thing's clear right now, what the heck am I seeing? See. Go to this one to look. Compare the two. There's a weird issue. Oh. I got a clear material on that one. Let's see. This should honestly be a thing too. Anyways. I think for now we're just skip that though. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm not worried about the color and stuff of this. Yeah. Let's make this actually work for now. All right. So the thing is, am I able to? Unclear. Gamepad UIs. Okay. So those two right there, and these migrate. That's all I need. Which those I'll have to replace as well, I'm pretty sure. Forgot if they're, I know they're CC0 or whatever, but or at least I'm pretty sure they're CC0, so we should be okay, but I always want to double check. We'll check it out. I think they're just the Kenny input stuff. Oh, and that wasn't the right controller data? Wait, what? Wow. Oh, son of a biscuit. I'm not gonna be able to put those. Okay, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, it's the holidays, so I'm getting pinged about tech advice. You know, how do I buy this thing? Just saying. All right. All right. Oh, what's this? Sorry. Okay, so we got at least that set up. We honestly have the hardest thing set up. Everything else is just designing a UI now, right? I forgot. Wait, no, I didn't forget. I forgot nothing. I did it from the right project, so that should have worked. Or no, it shouldn't. God dang it. So the other project is a project that's in the source build of Unreal, and obviously a future build than what this build is. And I was not realizing, like, oh yeah, you can't go backwards. Cool. Okay. So we'll need those still. We'll need the icons and stuff, which I think I have the folder somewhere. Which I should get anyways because I want to double check that it's allowed and stuff. And then once we do that, it's like that's the basic we can do. And all right. So what was this called? This is called the controller data mouse. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I'm on the phone. Sorry. I didn't realize I didn't put it on the BRB thing. My sister keeps calling. She's like shopping. And she was first it was tech stuff, now it was I got a vinyl player. So she was looking at music and stuff and was asking questions and asking what I had, so I was showing like this is what I have. I bought all of the things. Do not help. Don't get a record player. No, I'm teasing. It's awesome to have, I think. What are we looking at? Oh god. I was in the middle of typing keyboard and mouse there. I need to find the actual like folder for this. I think it's probably still in my download somewhere. It's gonna be like, or I guess I can just look it up. So like, let's look up PC0 gamepad icons. I think this is where I got them from last time. Zelu, yeah. Yep, I did. 100%. Because it just made a... Don't you love, like making a folder or downloading something again, and then it makes like the one, so you know, like, you've downloaded this before, idiot. Or at least that's, they might not say that, but like that's what I hear. Okay, that's what I feel. Like it's 100% going like, you could have looked for that. You had it. No, there we go. Okay, cool. So we'll do that. That's a CC0. I know it's CC0, so that means I can release it with it. Which is great. Oh, dude, they got Steam Deck, keyboard and mouse. Awesome. Cool. Keyboard. Okay, so this is where the fun stuff comes in. What's this? This is the wrong... No, right? Okay. Nope. All right, we can just import all of that. I'll probably delete some of this, obviously, because we don't need numlock or something. Come on. Rude. Okay. Nope. Just, okay, cool. Which ones did you not? Did you not? Can I save those? No, why not? Okay. What did I do? What did I break? Gosh darn it. Why can't it save? Okay. Oh, was it not? I think that was a different project. Honestly. Hold on. Yeah, because now buttons. Yeah, that was a different thing. Oh my goodness. Okay. widgets. Okay, no. UI textures. UI icons. Oh, you know what? You know what it might be? Let's, how do I explore to this spot? In, like, in Phone Explorer. Right? I forgot we had these, right? Because I imported it from... Yep. 100% what happened. Nope. Don't save. It tried to import it. It tried to, you know, use what was already there. Cool. Okay, now let's do it. Keyboard, mouse. Start. Okay, like I don't need these. Say that much now. There we go. That was the issue, 100%. All right, bulk edit. This one, yeah. So these are all gonna be in what's it called? Texture group. User interface. Okay. Texture group itself. UI. Okay. I don't know what the size. Let's see. What was the size? Does it say? Okay. Now let's go back. We got the keyboard, mouse. Now we want to Xbox. People are used to those keys. Cool. Here we go. Now, okay, so this is where here is important. The show and explore this. These need to be deleted. And it's a input asset, right? I already created one somewhere. We need to move that, basically what I'm saying. So this needs to actually go in here. All right, so this would be controller data. So this would be keys. Gamepad. Special button bottom. And then does this yeah, it does. Okay. So this is gamepad type. Gamepad display name. Let's say Xbox. Gamepad category. Gamepad. Yes. That button height too. Oh, that image. Oh, set button image height too. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's a new setting I haven't seen. They keep adding like little settings to like, you know, actually be like it should. Okay, cool. So this should be Xbox A. My God, is there no A? Why don't you got an A? Where's the A button, Xbox? Oh, I forgot the A. Okay. Let's make sure. UI and user interface right there. Make sure we get the full everything out of it. Okay, cool. Look at that. Ta-da! So I think what I'm gonna do is have like an in-game UI that changes based on if you have like keyboard connected or did this not change any of that stuff to UI like I set it to? Like this isn't set. What did it change? And it changed none of that stuff. That is weird. We said bulk. Oh, wait, no. I bulk edited the other thing. The other one's not this one. Okay, you're forgiven for now. Alright, so that would be this one. User interface. Extra group. Not light map. Cool. Alright, and then we could honestly switch to other stuff as well. Let's see. There's vector if I wanted larger. Nice. I don't actually have my what's called plugged into 2. That kind of sucks. CommonUI. So like the input action stuff. Let's duplicate. Controller data. Keyboard and mouse. And then this one's just data gamepad. All right. Keyboard, mouse. Keyboard. Sure. Space. I don't know. E. Would be the equivalent. Like most of the time keyboard don't actually have like anything to show. So that can probably wait. And then let's double check this. Control. There we go. So and then I'll be right back. Hold on. Ah. By the way, if anyone's looking for the icons that I downloaded, they're these. Boop. All right. From there. Yeah, from there. That should be set up. Now it should be available. Is in here. It's set up on our actual widget. Like here for the start widgets, right? Nope, start widget. We need to have it that hide input action with keyboard. Yes. Okay, so hold all three. Hide input action with keyboard. And then I don't actually know where my game. I haven't used the controller in a while. Yeah, they're actually a pretty nice set. So they have a they have them for like everything, and they're all common. They're all CC0, so you're safe using them. But it's like every controller you can think of. Even like older ones, they have some if not, like you could use a variation that they do have with it, right? So like they got VR set up, they have even arrows, all sorts of random stuff. They have like yeah. Anyways, I found it useful. That's why I realized like, oh, I'm downloading from the same place, because I was like, I know I have some useful ones, I just didn't know if they were CC0s at the time. Because like most of the time when I find like other sources that I found like UI prompts for, they all like were either like stylized and cartoony or pixelated, right? So like I'm never sure what's what. And oh god, am I on the? I just realized I'm on the start screen. Oops. Not starting. Okay. All I was doing was coming in here and setting up these. So I set these. You select them all, and you tell them, like, I don't want this to show up. Like, I'm not going to have an input on keyboard mouse, but I will for other stuff. So for the input action stuff, all that I'm aware of that there is setting this, and it should work. But I haven't like tested that to see. I don't know if like there's something I need to set somewhere else. Because it should know, because it takes whatever mapping's here and just looks up at the other. Yeah. We'll have to look at that. So then, yeah, when I'm just making sure that I have this on correctly. It should be that. So I think it's auto activate is back handler played in. Oh, Like we would do this back handler. I don't know. We have to test with the thing. Let me check. Keep being like having the stream. Trying to think if I can, without getting up, spin my chair around basically. And I'm going, do I see a controller within eyesight? Trying to. I used to have them on my desk, but I took them off. Because there just isn't room. So that's something we'll have to test later, but I'm pretty sure that part's set up now. So basically, like when we start, if I switch to keyboard mouse, if I switch to gamepad, we should see our input buttons. I want to hit, so on start, let's do the actual, so on this start button, store button, and then this is the exit. Okay, cool. So with this, the exit will be easy, right? So that's the basic one. Because all we do is we do an activatable widget. Right? And we say widget the dialog. All this is gonna be is a overlay. Oh, I always do that. Overlay. Image. Centered. And then brush size. Right. And then we'll add 2 buttons later. In a minute. But basically it's gonna be, we accept a back handler. Is back handler. And that basically means it automatically accepts back. So by default, if you hit back, which back is a predetermined setup, right? Because we set forward and back in here in our CommonUI, in our common settings. Back is set up. That's what this common input data is set up, is back and forward, right? So, oh, enhanced input. Oh, that is cool. So there's an automatic enhanced input click action and back action. You can now already put for the enhanced input. Okay, cool. So in here, that means when I load this up, I just hit the back button, and it's automatically going to close. Okay. So on exit button confirmation, we say on button click, push. Oh, let's activate widget? No. It's the push widget. So we gotta ask you player. What's the player controller? What do I call it? Input there. What do we call this damn thing? PC common. SU PC common. Get player controller. This is fine. Here. Get back. And this is what we'll push to. This I'll make into a thing. You still haven't gotten back input to do anything. So by default, it's going to it should deactivate, right? If you have this on. The is back handler. And you have that other back thing set up, it should basically just close whatever widget you have open and go back to the last one. So like if you say you're in your options menu, it should go back to your, pause menu. If you do that, if you pushed it to the stack. I know there is some weirdness with that though, because I know it depends on like if you have like this I think on. Because there is some weird like with it's literally this auto activation and auto restore focus, because this is what it should do by default, right? Is by default it makes this, it collapses whatever you have open, and then opens. So like if you read one of these, it's like it messes with stuff. If you prefer restoring focus to the widget that was focused when this widget last became, yeah. So the auto restore focus I think has to be selected to do what I'm saying. At least for your focus to resume. But I know there's some weird things that will work out once I get there. Primary reason for disabling this utility subwidgets within larger screen that are never intended to be involved in navigation. Yeah, so that's main navigation. And I know there's a is modal. But I think it depends on how you're trying to do the back, because there's also like on buttons you can do back or whatever. And I think there's a like override your own back event something. I don't remember what it's called. But I know there is definitely ways to override it. It all depends on if you're pushing to your, like pushing to the stack or not, and whether or not it's even important. I think it's under, there we go. It might be under this. So let's see. It might be. I'm trying to. There's definitely more events of these that I'm like, where are they? But either way, this should work, hopefully. So this should be a push. What? Why am I not getting any of the things for this? Back. Push. Main UI stack, main UI stack. Okay. The main UI stack and the main UI stack. Okay. That's why I'm making it into a function somewhere down the line. Okay, cool. So it should be exit dialog that opens up, right? So by default, let's check this out and we'll be able to test it. So generic back, let's look at this table. So as long as you have this filled out, you should be good. It could be that whatever your, so like generic back on here is escape. So if you're just using keyboard, I forgot if they got rid of where it just doesn't accept it. Yeah, it doesn't accept escape now. Oh, it's not going back. There might be more to it. No, I'm pretty sure I said it right. I said, let's see. Auto restore focus. Nice. Does it need to not be? Back. I know I've done it on buttons. Maybe that's what it, you know, let's do like a... The funny thing that I'm like trying to do this all like off the top like this. We should just look at my video. This and binding. Oh. Oh, okay. It should be. It might be. Let's do this. Let's do this. I know for a fact it's gonna be here. We can see I did something wrong here too. That's funny. So it should be. We get something here. And then I thought it's just back handler. You said is modal? Yeah. Yeah, so that's for certain things. Useful where... Yeah, so prevent all action processing by parents. Even though they... Oh. Interesting. Yeah. I feel like there's some other stuff. It might be auto activate I need to do. Because I think that there's some activation stuff I know I'm missing right now. I can tell you that much. Because normally I would do in the other one I have activate. And then on event deactivated. You like print a string. Deactivated. Oh. Let's see if that's calling it. No? Okay. Maybe the parent was catching the back button when it didn't. Yeah, it should have been. Yeah. Or no, I think it's the opposite. Maybe? I don't know. Where I think the parent and everything gets it when it's that model. Three button game menus. Menu select. How is this one done? Last defaults. Okay. Yeah, it is focusable. It might be that too. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so this one just has is back handler. So it handles back. And I have nothing else on in this one. And I know this works. Where I just hit back. And it goes to the thing. I'm wondering, let's do the, how do I, yeah, on construct, that button, that focus, highlight, close widget. So back handling. I'm gonna see if I'm enhanced input, tab select. Okay. No, weird. Let me try to find a simpler one. This is what happens when, like, I just need to look through all. There's so much stuff I have to look through on this project. It's just gross at this point. That's why I keep going like, yeah, I'll start a new game. Let's work on something else instead. This one should also work that way. Or I think it doesn't. Okay. And then set focus is push and then activate, right? Yeah. Because you have to activate it once you push it. I think that's the issue. Right? Is that my issue? Is... Let's go... Start... There, and then... Activate widget. I think it's that. Let's double check what this says. No possible instances of the same class be added to the container at once. So any instance created in the past is not guaranteed to be the one returned at this time. So in practice, do not trust any prior state. I do not. Cool. All right. I think that's what it is. There's some weird... Or not. I think that's what it... Never mind. Yeah. That's how I feel. Auto activate. Oh, you know why? All it's doing is making it not hit testable. That's why. It's not setting it hit in. Or no, it is. God, that's the other setting. I don't know how to read. Reading's hard, okay? Back button, action bar. We can add an action bar. Common bound. Action bar. Boop, boop, boop. Found those. That's weird. So let's check here. They're going back. Don't have that selected. We're not deactivating the other thing. We can even test to make sure that it's still there. Right? Let's just go. Right. Oh. What are we airing out on now? Air. Oh, god dang it. It's because we added the thing in our... Nope, never mind. Don't add that button better. But we should be able to see it. Okay, it does fade. because the thing is set to... Okay. So, is it because of what it's bound to? Let's do this. Let's go common input. Check that out. Check both those things out. Let's copy that. Captain Shush. Paste those. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright. Thank you. Dog making me run around. Alright. Rename this too. Rename. Alright. Okay. Oh, you know what? No, it's set. I was gonna be like, I wonder if it's not set, but it is. Let's do tab. God dang it. We're docked. Yeah, so generic back is what it's called. Yeah, and this is back. Action requires hold, default game. And input. Space button right. Okay. Generic back. I feel like maybe I didn't set it somewhere. In fact, I think I know where. So in the widgets themselves, we can set... I'm pretty sure we set... Is it in here or in the... Might be in the start of the stack. Like here. It's somewhere though. I know we set the default. Autofocus. Back handler. No, am I thinking of just buttons? Like, do buttons have it and nothing else? Oh, god dang it. I feel silly. What the heck? Menu, persistent binding, advanced hold. This is what happens. I should just docs. I like this requires hold. It's added to everything. So now we could really easily just make a hold thing and then just animate on hold for UI, which isn't normally a UI thing. Play. I wonder if because I have enhanced input, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if that can affect it or would affect it in this case, but yeah, so input mapping. So that's taking input mapping right into it. It might be that. Because this doesn't have anything really, you know? Now I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like there is a thing to set somewhere. Oh my goodness. Let us like set the settings for this. Is back handler. I know I've oh god dang it. Okay. Let's do that. And then because I have it enabled, let's set it in here. Let's go to that input. We'll set it to the jump, right? Whatever. Because that's the one thing I'm thinking of that would probably do it. Is this? So let's do back action is jump, right? Let's see if that works. God dang it. What do we do? Oh, you know what? World settings. Okay, they are set. I was gonna be like, are we even? For a second, I was thinking maybe we weren't using the right things, but no. This is where having a controller would actually help. So I could debug this. Wait, this isn't safe. Controller back button. Jump. Unless that's the wrong one. No, that's the generic one. I'm using. Oh, did I set those? Hold on. Common tool. There we go. Okay. Now let's check. That's what it is. Okay, cool. So, good to know is if you're using the enhanced input setup, you need to have it you need to use those and not this. That makes sense. So like it wasn't reading forward back from here, but it was looking for the input data here. I wish it would have like aired out or something then. And then we need to figure this out where that didn't want to come back once it was destroyed. Right? So on, which I think should just be this, right? It should have been when to come back, it should have just been not hit testable, this and all the children. And then auto activate. And then on activate. So event activated. We can set visible or something if we need to. But that's good to know. So that's something I never tested out because I never actually set up the enhanced input stuff with this. Oh, look at that. Now it doesn't work. What did we change? I think they on activate, right? Or auto activate. This and then auto activate we turned on. Yeah, so that should be, oh yeah, let's double check. Cool. Okay, so I need to actually done. Cool. So let's go here. Let's go the enhanced input. That actually explains some things. I think I might have broken that somewhere else at some point by turning that on and not using it. So that means we should be able to, let's go in here. It looks like third person. We already got some enhanced input stuff. Or not enhanced. But we already have some other actions. So to me, does that mean I basically need to create a key? That is everything, right? So we create, yeah, because these could technically be swappable. For now, though, we'll just do accept, deny, and then assign the widget to use that correct thing. So this is going to be input actions. We're going to do this. Just duplicate input action. Yep. And then back. And then what we'll do is have a different setup here. All right, cool. So this is going to be, rename. So that's IMC underscore widgets, or menus, I guess would be a clearer name for some. And then this is just the own layer. Right, and then for menu, we're just gonna bop, bop, bop. The only thing we want is back. And accept, at least for now. And then for back, it's gonna be escape. First, this it's gonna be E. Sure, I don't know. You know. And then what we'll do is in our actual DK, so here, that's interesting. So I think for like something like a, I think we'd still fill this out for like actually looking for an input action by the name of everything. And then when we change buttons, we would change, that's the part I haven't figured out of how the player customized button comes into play with this. So this now is going to be back like it's supposed to, and this will be accept or click. Yeah. So those get overridden. Which I guess that makes sense, right? So like you probably would still, like, you're never gonna change your accept and back buttons because it would break the game if players couldn't navigate. And then if they accidentally change something, or you know, and then I started, like, it's been interesting getting my head back into this because it's not where I've been at all. All right. Oop. I think I need to make sure that those save. I think when they don't save, then it's when it's oops, opening the Visual Studio file for something. Interesting. So now it doesn't work when it's escape. I'm thinking that might be an editor thing. Let's do like play a new window. Interesting. I didn't change anything on that side. The only thing I changed is this. Literally. What's the data here? Which is I added accept and back. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. We set this on the widget earlier really quickly. So on this, we need to listen for input. It needs the mapping of menu. That's what it needs. Bam. Awesome. Look at us. We're doing things and making stuff work. How great. Good job, team. Knock on wood, hope this works. Nice. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think I know how to explain that in an easier way. Like, that's what I'm trying to do, right? Like, I'm taking my time to do it over stream because I thought, A, it would be interesting to watch for people that wanted to figure it out with me. But, like, once we have this project set up, we can explain it in an easier way. Of, like, you know, set this up. This is what this map's gonna look like. Just, you know, that's awesome. So I definitely need to organize. And then, so I want on start on this one, it's going to be to remove all that together. So we're going to go to a different stack. Possibly. But for sure it's going to go boop. Pop. Boop. No. Damn spelling. Isn't it just remove widget? Oh. I don't think I realized we did that. Self. That's not self. Self. I said. Remove widget. It will push widget, get active widget. Probably could clear widgets at that point. And then that's where yeah, we could okay, cool. What? Love it. Done. Perfect. Okay. So before this is made, main widget gets called. It's calling these. It does not call those. What calls those? It's the player over here. We just call those. Perfect. Start. Oh, controller. Go. Perfect. Sorry, I like to test a lot. Okay, cool. And we disabled input somewhere. Okay, cool. Or no, we have to... Oh, yeah. Okay, I think this is where we have to set... We have to override to, game. Right. Mode. There's something in here. That... In the main thing. That's what I was looking at earlier. The whole stack. Menu stack. What is it? Not the main widget. This. View. Visibility. Collapse. Also. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Do I just remove it? I guess. I don't know. We'll get that done. Okay, cool. And then we'll have one more UI that we got to create. I want to create like actual like different pop-ups that have different options. Like, you know, hit Y and it will pop up something automatic over there. Another user interface. Common activatable widget. Widget under source. Big store. And you know what? We should actually make that. Yeah, we should do that. We should have it where the store or something else. In the menu, if you hit you gotta hit a button for it to be visible, so it's like on the back. That way we're using the actual thingy that we were gonna set up earlier. Sorry, there's so many little things to this system that I'm like, I want to use that. I want to use this. I want to make sure this is shown off. Because I get like random messages on YouTube, on my YouTube video. I'm like, hey, you did this, but like, how do I do like common switcher? How do I do a common whatever? And I'm like, it's the same as the other one. You just do it. You just add it, and it has a couple more features. That's the secret. That's all it is. Let's see. Okay, sorry. So that was a what is it? Common. What was it that I couldn't? It didn't let me. It's the stupid thing at the bottom. No, this is just normal common stuff. Oh, activatable widget queue. I don't think I've actually used that. That'd be interesting to use. Common video player. No, it's a was it the border? I want to call it a border, but it's not the border. It's down here. It's action bar. So action widget, common bound, action bar. So do that. Entry spacing, give it 50 on the Y. I change. Okay. Play locally on players only. Ignore duplicate actions. Okay. So this will be like I add a button, and we can't. So like, instead of fake store button being here, let's move it outside the overlay. Move it over here, and then get rid of its text type thing. And this will be assigned a button. So for this one, display an action bar, this will be, I'm gonna have to make another button for menus. Let's require a hold. Let's look at this. CommonUI. Hold data. Hold time. There we go. Gotta hold it 2 seconds. 1 second. Hold. Anyways. Hold. Hold. That's cool. Okay, cool. We'll just do like jump. And we'll put jump inside the other thing. Menu mode override. Okay, so that's what I was looking at. For a different thing though. And then we have to, in the common action, be right back. Sorry, now I've been cooking and trying to figure stuff out. All right. So to finish this up and like make, I gotta not finish up right now, but to make sure we have this where we can continue, we need an action button class. Common. This is a action button. So this goes down here. This is a widget action button, right? And it's a common button base, which is weird because I have a common button base, but it doesn't let me use that one. In fact, it doesn't let me assign anything. So do I have to do is it actually a common action button? Which I guess an action button is, I don't, like, is that now listed? New widget? Yeah, let's do that instead. So delete this one. Gross. No, I think it's the same thing. Widget action. Bound action. God dang it. Stupid caps lock. Bound actions. Okay, cool. So now it's a button. We do an overlay. Oh, god dang it. Every time, see? It's a button, so it's already set up. And then what we do is we put the this here, right? So that's what I was getting to. I wish we could just right click this and add, right? Like have it automatically do a, so common text. Common text. You know that's apparently not a thing. You know it's right there. And then it has a input action. No, it's common action widget. And they have to be named something and something else. So text action name. Place text action name. Action name. Was that correct? Yes. And then input action widget. Action widget. There we go. This is now set up so that this will show. And then that. And then, so this one would be like that. And set this up kind of the same way, right? The nice thing is, so like the reason this makes you require both is because the engine has a built-in actions for these, right? And all of this. So like any action stuff that's already set up, it has a like show back handler in the action bar, right? But then also it has some settings of like should you show, so like in the button, right? So in this, it has the settings for like if you wanted it to show its name or not, or right. So like right here, display input action when not interactable. Like we can change. That's what I like about this. Like instead of having to like make this all yourself, you just literally get to hit a toggle. Be like, do I want it to do this when it's this? No. Okay. Should use fallback default input action. Okay, cool. So like if this, right, is assigned to jump, I say display an action bar, it's gonna show me to hit push A to jump. When really it should be A to select, right? Is what it's gonna be. I don't know if there's a way to name the thing. But it's like whatever button I have selected, right? Is for selecting. And then so like this one, in our case, or pop-up, this is what I was looking for, like the hide input action. There's also a hide display name or something like that. Yeah, display action when not interactable. There's another one for whatever it is. Space button left. The display and action bar. That's what I was making sure was selected. Nope. And then okay. So there's a way to do it where it's like assigned broadly, where you're not actually, it doesn't matter what the focus is. And then one where it depends on what the focus is. That's why I was making sure, like, okay, this is set to, like, the input action button itself is set to display A when selected, but it's not set to A, because then it calls all three of those at once. There's a weird thing like that. That you can accidentally get yourself into trouble. Alright, so let's add... Oh, that's the player one. Menu, this, and it is going to be, what did I say? Jump one, or button, base, who knows? Oh yeah, button, this would be like, gamepad, special, bottom, gamepad, right, base button, right, gamepad, base, button left, right? And then when the menu stuff set up for now. Deactivated. Okay, cool. Default hold data. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to check too. Oh, dang it. Okay, so we need to like a to-do. Add that. Okay, so delete all of these. Okay, my day. Sure. Okay. So we need to test fun hold contact. We need to add in game done prompt. We need to action bar. What was the thing I just got though? There's a bit we can do. God dang it. Alright, either way. Hold on. Hello? What's up? My God. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, keep getting random calls. They're not my fault, I swear. Let's see though. Okay. Oh God. I moved everything. I don't know how I did that. I did that all without looking. Also, oh God. Oops. All right. Okay, let's set this up. Oh, I like that this is actually visible. Is this like visible at all times now instead of hidden? Did they make a good change? Let's just keep doing this. Let's keep at it. Okay, so for this one, we have to. This is set to replace. Okay. Let's set the style here. That's where the styles can come in handy. Like all the bound buttons are one. The other ones are a different style. Okay. And then bound button actions. This one shouldn't need to have something assigned to it, I'm pretty sure. I feel like it. But we'll have to test that out. Because, yeah. So, like... there we go. Okay, I see it. We gotta pick. We should pick one that actually has stuff assigned to it. Probably. We can also fix that map, right? All right. Sorry, I'm thinking about 100 things now. Let's just continue with this for now. Go here. Do this. Do a wrap with overlay. Overlay. And then do another image. Do text. Oh, wrong text. You wish to click the thing. Yes. Bam. Push quit the thing with the stuff. Oh, and oop. Cool. All right. Validation panel. I don't know. And then for this, we just have like let's make a different type of button. All right, I guess we can use the same buttons, right? And then do add some butt. But. Okay. And then this one be that. Okay. Is back. Wrap these in a vertical box. Horizontal box is better. Always in my head, I know what both are, obviously, but I'm just like, I saw vertical first, and my brain was like, "Yep, that's got to be it. It's got to be that one. Pretty sure." All right, and then the pivot we can just for translation. I mean, we just. I don't know what happened there. All right, cool. Do you wish to quit the thing? Yes, I do. Quit, not quit. So this will be confirm. Then this would be back. And then done the both should have like some padding on the right of 10. 10. And then with that, when this is hit, it will be shown as, it should be shown as the back button. Oh, and I say display in action bar. Cool. That's what it should be. And then keep the back button pressed, whatever. I guess this would be, let's see what's exposed on here. See. If I just hit back, leave, back. Okay, so it doesn't do anything by default. But if I, okay, interesting. Whoa. Oop. So it no longer accepts that. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to set this again. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Interesting then. His back handler. True, to receive back action. No, I mean it should. It should then. It should send me back. What ain't you doing? It could be that these are grabbing the inputs. I mean, grabbing like the. Sorry, I know I keep going back and forth. Like this is grabbing the focus. Selectable should interact. Selected. Yeah, it should be. That. Wonder if I don't display an action bar. Don't know. Likes to act up on me, so might be that we need to save it. Okay, cool. Cool. And then that doesn't. Okay. Oy. That's something we need to fix. And assign stuff too, obviously. I was assuming all I did was add some more overlays. It shouldn't have consumed anything, or that doesn't make sense to me. It could be something about the button. Like if the button itself, I click something. I'm pretty sure we have it, but just in case, let's look at some butt. No, let's look at the common button. Hey, how's it going, dude? Oh, I just realized. I think I just saw you in. I was gonna say I just saw you in Discord. Oh my goodness. Hey man, we need it. I know. I'm in. You need to teach the other dude how to use Discord. It shows that I'm streaming. No, that's awesome. I just laugh every time because the other, like, there's the group that, sorry, Plot's part of the group that I play with, and there's yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh no, I know you see that. I'm just saying. He didn't. He messaged me like, we need a third. Like, dude, I know, it's my Discord. I see everything that happens. Like, I know you can see it because you found your way here. But it's funny because it's like there's two different types of people in there, where it's like the people that know how to use Discord and know how to play games, and stuff like that, and then the people that are just like, no, you shouldn't be doing stuff. Anyways, we're working on a weird project right now. Normally I work on games and stuff. I guess I should say for anyone coming in. Normally I work on games and stuff, but right now I'm working on a template project to give away for people when I do my next like YouTube video. It's about a whole system in Unreal that likes to be overly complicated, and I didn't break it, I swear. We have to make sure, basically we have to make sure like this setting set for this to make sure that this sets this when we need it to set for this later. Okay, so we can turn off display action bar except for the ones that we need it on. I say that one for this too. And then what is happening? I think it might be because we set a default here. Let's take that default away. Because it's really weird with that. And then from there, we're not capturing this input anywhere. This is where it sucks not having my controller plugged in, because I can't actually see. That would help me see like, oh, okay, it's doing this, because it would show me the icons. And that's the whole point of this system. So leave. And then, okay. So that. It's got to be something with these. So let's try just deleting those. Compile. Leave. Yeah. So those are set to auto activate or something. And they're capturing. So let's do that. Selectable display input. Use fallback. Plain action bar. Priority. Well, priority, I think I should set 2. Maybe, and that would just override that altogether. Because it would go priority 0 first, which is the actual base widget. But is there... Let's double check this. This should have, like, everything else. You know what? Yeah, because that flows weird. Maybe I'm thinking it's because of the enhanced input part that it's doing this. Because otherwise it just doesn't make sense. It could also be this. So let's do this where maybe no, none of this should have to be set up. We should be good. We should be good. I'm just gonna do this. Let's go priority for inputs is a 1 on any of those buttons. Right? Okay. No, it doesn't. We can... Okay. So let's do this then. I mean, in this, no matter what, I think we'll have to unclicked. So on button-based clicked. Let's see. Handle. Is there a... On handle back action. Cause yeah, that's weird. Cause I know without the enhanced input, it would work. So on handle back button, we can do whatever we want here. But is that a thing? Now it's got me selection. Let's set them here. God dang it. Okay. Interesting. I want to know. I know I'm kind of going in circles there, but I'm trying to. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of cool. Do input action by tags. And then you just call a tag. Link cursor to gamepad. Focus. I'm trying to think. I do art stuff. Anyways, an ad is gonna start in like 1 minute. Just to warn everyone. Because I can't stop it. Because Twitch is Twitch if you want. Technically you can watch on YouTube. And no ads over there. I'm just but obviously either way you're helping the channel by watching. Yeah, sorry. Okay. All right, so maybe we don't do buttons for here. Just do a button list thing. That's really weird that it's not. Watch button can be hovered and focused and pressed, but the click event will not go through. Okay, that's not what I want. Selectable. Okay. Sorry for anyone getting ads. Not my fault. Fallback buttons. What's useful for buttons? Never directly hit the controller. For buttons that shouldn't, because they okay. Dang. So consume pointer input. Input to bubble past this. If this is true, you don't have. If you don't want any pointer input to bubble past this, okay. And then all right, it's been long enough. I'm gonna need me from the past. That's how I figure things out. All right, so common button. Because I deleted this project. A and B. A, B. A, B. Yeah. Yep, we did things. Oh. It has built in, and that's how all of the oh god, my voice is gross. It takes the standard common, this common button in the plug press, and then UI stuff's all about. So let's move on to creating our first button using this and how to apply it. Okay, so here I'm going to create a common button base. You're going to notice they're empty by default, and that's because after you text as well as the common button, notice that style by other ones to make it selectable or not, and then kind of a little more finite control button, and those needs to be. You see here that I've added two things. I've added a set text so that when you place the action, and this is setting the common action and on the blue except why user widget. This is things on the deactivation. So all I do is deactivate the widget when I hit that button. Now, so the class settings for the back handler. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before I click it, I think I said this to back handler. Back. No? Okay. Let's go back to me. Which will automatically handle pressing back for you. Okay, hold on. I need widgets at the same time. Actually, removing it is using the activation, deactivation. On clicked, deny. Deactivate the widget. Okay, so if I just deactivate on deny, will it? So on back press. Dang it. Future me, why were you so confusing? On clicked button. Deactivate widget. Okay, cool. Cool. Hey, that's what it was. It's because it knew this was assigned to that. So it was like, thanks, pass to me. You're the best. I should like this video. Oh, sorry, I'm a nerd. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad I worked that out. Actually, that's awesome. Like and subscribe. You want to see me, but one that knows what I'm doing when it comes to the CommonUI? There you go. Hit the buttons and the bell and the. Oh man. Oh, don't you love it when you know exactly how to do something? So you just gotta ask your past self how they did it. There we go. Cool. And then on to not. So, yeah. Okay. Cool. That's why we have to be careful on when we say back handler, because if we had more than one button or like the accept one, right? So if we have more than one button that's set to accept, it would fire every button. That's what I was talking about earlier. I just forgot how it was implemented. My bad. Okay, so from there I say deactivate widget, good. On deactivated, deactivate, cool. That's just for, you know. We need to tell it. Either Taylor or Tyler. Tyler, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Hopefully you had a good stream. What were you streaming? We're kind of making like a tutorial template thing for people at the moment. So it's a little all over the place. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Right. Great stream. Also, game devs gotta watch each other's backs. Yep, for sure. Nice. You're doing some game dev. I'll have to. What kind of? I'll have to go check out your channel. Mainly, I'm terrible with channels. Oh, you made a Game Boy game? Followed. That's awesome. What What are you using? Are you using... I can't open it on stream. I'll be distracted. Runs on hardware too? Oh. Did we talk about this? And I'm just forgetting your name because I'm terrible at names? I feel like I spoke to someone about this recently. In another, like someone else's channel. Yeah. Anyways, thank you. I was like, someone, if not, they stole your idea. Let's go beat them up. But yeah, so we're using, this is I use Unreal Engine, and I'm working on a tutorial basically for the, I made a tutorial last year, or a little longer, before the feature had actually officially been released. Like, a lot of stuff was still, like, work in progress. And that whole time, I've been promising that I would make a template UI for people to understand. And I'm just now getting to it, because I'm a great streamer that pays attention. I totally didn't abandon streaming during that time. And videos and things. But yeah, so we're working on that. I'm having to remember some stuff. But I'm trying to like just make a nice little template project so people can learn it. Because I'm tired of getting random questions on YouTube. I mean, because I want to help people. So let's make this sure this is commented. But yeah, it really is. Honestly. But yeah, no, I appreciate the raid. I sent you a follow. I'll have to check. I'll check out a VOD later. Because that looks awesome. I think it's so crazy that people are still making, like, crazy in a good way. That people are still making like Game Boy games, and like I know like a few years back someone had made like a Sega game, or something like and like they had sent out ROMs, like actual cartridges for everyone. Like I think that's an awesome little community that like you don't really hear about unless you're in it. Like that's awesome that there's tools just to ship directly on a Game Boy. Made some Ouya games during the pandemic. Oh, cool. Nice. I wanted to get into that, like the Ouya, however you say it. But like I know like I had worked on some Android games at the time, and then I know that was its own little thing. So and like it's too much to it. But yeah, so this is add any custom custom functionality needed for when a widget can I, there we go, got lives. Yeah. Need for when a widget is deactivated. Okay, and then this is on back press or back handler receive. And then so there should be an accept one too. So we need to on accept. I guess just exit. So accept on click. Let's just exit. What is it? Quit game. I knew it was one of the two. It was either exit or quit. And I was trying to think about it. I was like, there's probably some of this we could do like a C++ version of this. So like I know something that I just like, because I've done some of it in the other project, It's just I haven't done it all, so I would want to make a thing that's parity with each other, and that's the only issue I have there. Same with like enhanced inputs. That would be nice to do the C++ of just even binding them, and some of the stuff you can do with that. But I gotta learn it more. Okay, cool. So quit. On confirm. Quit game on confirm. And that should actually also quit on confirm input action, which is E. Bam. Nice. Okay, cool. So they added functionality from the last time I was doing this. And if anyone has any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. Like, that's what I'm here for. They added basically there's two different input systems right now in Unreal when it comes to this. Well, I mean, at least that's how my brain thinks a bit, even though they're completely different because they're not related. One's for interface stuff and navigation for there. One is for actual like input in the game, right? And the new one is the enhanced input system, which got rid of the old UE4 system of assigning buttons. That was a lot harder to design around, and like where the new one is a lot more modular. You can basically have these controller mappings that you map to your player, unmap to your player, and kind of are more context sensitive, right? So like, say you get in a car, you switch the inputs instead of you know, trying to use your back event as a gas event. If this equals this, and you know, and the player's in here, because that's how you get those bugs where it's just like you're driving a car but your player's still running, right? Or you know, your player runs off separately, or you know, so you can have it where, or you're doing a quick time event and you want to limit the button presses to the face buttons or something, right? You would use this and you would just put a new context for the mapping where the rest of the buttons no longer do anything, right? Good way to make sure that something like a cutscene's not interrupted, or like the player's running around while a cutscene's happening. You know, you can just make it where it's the cutscene view where, you know, only X is enabled so that they can skip. And rather than you having to do the old method of for anyone that doesn't use Unreal, like the old way of doing it, or at least the way that I normally would have seen it done, like blueprint wise, it's going to be ugly. But the way it normally would have been, right? Let's just say the nice thing about the enhanced input too is it can be used anywhere. But let's say event, enhanced input. Right, so we're going to use enhanced input and move, right? The way the old system worked is there was only two of these. There was only a started and stopped. The new system, we can make buttons either a bool, or basically we can change the value that they're giving us, right? So this is a move, so it's giving us an X and a Y value, rather than just a float. Because it can use the gamepad access, right? Axes. I don't know. But with that, the nice thing is, so like before, you probably would have had a big like select node, right? Or not, it would be switch, right? We don't have an actual struct to call, so I'll just call one randomly, but you'd have a switch. Let's say it has 100 options. Right? There's running, walking while, you know, having something in your hands, walking while carrying something heavy. All these switches, right? Which you can still do, obviously, for a certain context, depending on what you're doing. But now it could literally be, this is move, and then you have a separate one that's mapped to that same button, but it's for driving, right? So let's just pretend my jump one would be for driving, right? So we can have it where they're separated out and they're not overlapping each other. Where it's like, there's a lot of games that have an issue like that, where it's like, oh, the player hits these button combos too fast while they're flying. You know, their body drops out of the car. Like, or they get stuck and can't move anymore. Because it gets stuck on one of those loops. But like, that's what I like about this whole context switching. But anyways, long story. Let's go the long way around. The reason I was saying that is because that is the input system, not the input, the widget system handles, right? It used to just handle just raw input. You would tell it A is gonna be what's assigned to this button. Whatever it is, you know. But now you can do these enhanced inputs, which means that you could remap them pretty easily if you needed to. But then they're also just that one context, right? So like you can change one little thing rather than like having to, I don't know, it's just much easier. Because before you'd have to like, say you had a special key you wanted that wasn't the accept key or whatever, it'd be like you'd have to break the key out of its button struct and like do all this, where now you can just but then these made it even easier. And sorry, I'm over explaining it, but it's fun. I love it. Okay, sorry, let's get some work done. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna look at the time. I probably should do I probably honestly should do, I need to make dinner, I think. I'm seeing what time it is. We've streamed almost 4 hours. I don't want another, sorry, I'm looking at the time of like when another ad starts and I'm like, gross Twitch. I think we did enough for today though. This sets me up, I'll probably release this video like this weekend. Because I want to queue up the UI, I want to add a little bit. Maybe we'll borrow from the content examples content where like I can have a room of like activation, deactivation, you know, pop, push, UI, change context. But yeah, I think I wanted to go a little longer since we got a raid. But yeah, so I'm not sure when I'll be streaming next. It probably will be like next Saturday. I think, but it depends on some stuff. If you guys want, hit that follow button if you guys haven't already. You can join us on the Discord. And then I'm also on these places. I like how that still says Twitter. I didn't even do the link. All right. Anyways, yeah, just follow on Discord or here or whatever, and I'll see you guys later. I gotta eat. I gotta do stuff. And